Okay guys, thought I'd give you an update on my cattle panel greenhouse. It's been 2 years since I built it originally, and a couple of things I want to note in the interim. I had to reskin the greenhouse. So I mean, it was exactly 2 years, which I'm sure you can get plastic, heavier meal, nursery grade that would last longer. But if you go back and look at my original video, I bought this plastic, which was 20 by 100 4 mil for a little less than $80 at Lowe's Home Improvement Center, and it was 20 by 100 in size. So the original plastic lasted me 2 years. I'm not going to complain with that. That's about what I expected. I had hoped for maybe 3, but I can live with 2, no problem. So I took it all off. It was no problem to get it off, but after I did, I made a few changes in the greenhouse. And just to give you an idea of temperature, it's currently 42 degrees outside. We're in mid-January, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's 78 to 80 in here. I just walked in to see, and that's consistent. I mean, you're going to get 20 to 24 degree difference from the inside to outside temperature. And I did a few things a little differently. After I took the plastic off, I went through the interior, and everywhere I had the baling wire that I connected the cattle panels, I wrapped in electrical tape. And you could use duct tape, but electrical tape, I've had good luck with that in a number of applications. The reason I did that is the baling wire eventually began to rust, and it essentially sort of ate through the plastic everywhere the baling wire was. So again, it did not affect the longevity. It just looked a little bad. So you had rust stains everywhere that I had the baling wire. So plus, I'm sure that weakened the plastic, making that direct contact. So I just went ahead and wrapped every place that I had baling wire with the electrical tape. So I think that'll take care of a couple of problems. The chemical reaction eating through the plastic, and the rust problem. So, you know, the inside here, yeah, I tried a couple of raised beds here, just out of some scrap wood, and I grew and have grown collards in here, carrots in here, what else? Spinach, and I put a little irrigation system in, and I can make a video as to how I did that, but I just pulled off of exterior water spigot and used irrigation pipes there, and the 1/4 inch black hose, and that worked well. They do need cleaning out. Those nozzles do need cleaning out occasionally, but that's worked well for me. So as I said, I took the bench that was originally on this side of the greenhouse out and replaced it with these raised beds, and that was salvaged lumber. And what I did was put a mix of peat moss and cow manure compost and topsoil together, mixed it up, and that worked well. And of course I used liquid Miracle-Gro when my plants were growing there. The boards there, old fencing boards that I reclaimed. Yes, they have paint on them, and yeah, I know that when I come back to replace these, I'm not going to use that, but I just want to see how they would do in terms of duration in this environment. Currently having the 20 to 22 degree difference between inside and outside temperature, we do have condensation dripping from the plastic on the interior. That's normal. So I just wanted to see how long these would last inside, and so far, you know, again, 2 years. I'm good. You know, I'll get another season or two, possibly 3. I mean, if I can get 2 more out of those raised beds. You know, I'm going to add some more peat moss and some compost to the mix there because it is settling. That bench, you know, I just used to put my grow trays on for the most part. So just want to give you an update. It lasted 2 years, as I said, so I can't complain with that. So I got, this is the second skinning of this greenhouse, and I think there's enough plastic for 1 more, even with the excess that I pull off. So as I said, if you look back at the first video, you know, I had a little bit more pulled off than I really needed, but better too much than too little. I definitely did not want to come up short on these ends when I was pulling those together. And again, I did it the same way. It took me about half a day to do that. So you can count on half a day skinning it with some help. Again, I had my son stand on one side of the greenhouse while I was pulling the plastic taut and then using those strips that I cut with the table saw. Those are deteriorating. Even though they're treated, you know, all of the water that comes off of the greenhouse falls and sets there, and I'll show you. So if you come around here, you can see there the original strips. So I reclaimed them, clipped all of the staples that I used off rather than pull them out. That took a while to do, but again, it was a whole lot quicker than me taking some treated 2x4s and running them through a table saw and using those strips. So again, when I take them up, hopefully 2 years, that'll be it. I'll have to trash them. I'll have to cut some more, which is fine. You know, that's a total of 4 years for reclaimed treated 2x. I'm good with that. So, yeah, everything turned out well again. By and large, I am totally pleased with this cattle panel greenhouse. There's the exterior of the irrigation water supply. I just drilled through the base, that 2x12, so I could access it, and I took a spade bit, 3/4 inch spade bit, or 1 inch, can't remember, that kind of looks like a 1 inch, to drill through there. And again, that worked well. So I am pleased so far. So relatively inexpensive, or in my case, very inexpensive, because most of the wood was completely reclaimed. So I just want to give you some feedback. Again, I used 4 mil plastic from Home Improvement Center. It happened to be Lowe's Home Improvement. It was Blue Hawk, sort of a generic brand, and it lasted 2 years. So again, I'm good with that. Okay, hope it helped. Take care.